All right. Let me know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It was. You hear that? Because you know the machine is acting crazy. Uh-oh. You know the machine is acting crazy. All right, cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it messed up? You know, earlier it was you said it was sounding muffled or something. Okay, cool. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you. This is for me. That's for moi. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna be here all night, y'all. This is the third live stream. I'm not gonna be here all night. I'm tired. I got shit to do, which does not include folding clothes. I ain't even gonna lie. Right? Hold on a second. Somebody just sent me a cash app. um. I'm gonna just say, Juanita, thank you so much. Sent me a cash app and says, "Thank you for being so honest. God bless you." Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout out to all of y'all for your support. You know, I think that I forgot to thank Ray publicly from the 13th. So apologies for that, sir, for your cash app. He said, "Thanks for keeping it 100." So I thank you, hon. Appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please hit the like button. Trolls, hit the dislike button. It don't matter because you're going to be here anyway. You might as well hit some button. Shit. You here whining and complaining, child, trying to get people to do shit the way you wanted to do it. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Okay. Anyway. All right, y'all. So if you were not here earlier, we watched the funeral. Oh, goodness gracious. Let me say, I think it was a funeral. It really seemed like it was a justice rally of some sort. I did not. Thank you, boo. I did not hear a eulogy. Eulogy is usually when someone speaks about the deceased person. That's not what I heard. I don't know what y'all heard. That's really not what I heard. I heard people talking about racism and we don't want racism, but then talk about racism, undertones of racism, white people, everybody is fair. And then they start talking about how it's unfair and justice for Nolan, something like that, or something like that they was chanting. Crazy, crazy. I've never been at a funeral where they started chanting. Never, never, ever, ever. However, when it comes to Ben Crump and Al Sharpton, who specifically then had to come out at this funeral and talk about how they're not race grifters. That's not what they said, but they said that they're not out here doing it for the money. And I call bullshit because those of us that have lived a while, we already know what it is. And while we were watching, we saw that the GoFundMe was increased to $850,000. For those that may not have known, breaking effing news, right after the funeral was done, right after all the chanting was done, right after Al said he gonna put up 50, and then had to say that Tyler called in at some point during that press conference rally cry. He said he would give another 50 for $100,000 because they're determined to find something wrong and that somebody did it. So now they got to offer money because my thought process is that this is what I'm thinking. Things ain't going the way that you thought it was going to go. So now you want to start and put some money on it. So you want somebody to come through and do what now? Pretend that they saw something so that they can go for the money. And in the midst of it, we came on over here and it was $750,000 before I brought it up for y'all because it looked like it had gone up for about over 1,000, but less than 2,000 during the funeral. And then I refreshed, and lo and behold, it went to $850,000. Now I want to know, excuse me, what do y'all think they're using the money for? I mean, that's a lot. Might as well go for $1 million at this point. Might as well go for $1 million. Let me refresh. I said I'm gonna refresh now with y'all watching. Let's refresh. It's at 743,311. All right, it's at 743,969, 88% to go. Before they were 99% to go, then they raised it. So now they're at 88% to go. Now, who knows if it's going to change again? Let me turn Streamlabs on so I can hear when somebody sends a cash app or super chat. Thank you, Boo. I'll read it in a second. Now, I don't know, if they'll raise it again. Who knows? Why not? I say go for the gusto and go for $1 million. We watched a little bit of a program or something or the Griot, where Mrs. Walmsley was talking about how people are talking specifically about her heritage or where she comes from and what she is. And of course, she said she thinks she's black because of the phenotype. So she says she's black because of the phenotype, even though we know she's Asian and I guess she's black. There's some white in the family. She admitted that too. And like I've been saying, you colored said that we wasn't supposed to, well, not me. Y'all wasn't supposed to be y'all wasn't supposed to be dealing with Asians and Asian businesses because of Rick Chow. Remember that? But somehow, some way, now y'all about to make $1 million for this family with an Asian. We also found out today, as Mr. Walmsley was talking about his other children, it sounds like they might have 5 or so, that one of his sons' name is Elwood, which is his name. Elwood, what is his name? They was calling him Elmo, child. What is this man's name? Elmore. So he called his son Elmore Jr. So how? Sounds like maybe there is a biological father somewhere. But for some reason, nobody's supposed to ask those questions because y'all are supposed to give your blind ass faith to Al Sharpton and Ben Crump, 2 people that's been full of shit since shit was invented, okay? Now, all the trolls can come through and say whatever you want. If y'all want to sit here and believe everything that Al Sharpton says, because it's never been on record that he's ever done anything wrong or grifted or race baited or used race to get what he wanted. That's never happened. Right now in 2026, it's a surprise. Okay. Now this is all for the good of the good because Al, in the midst of Nolan's funeral, he had to make sure that he said about, there was a note from somebody that hates saying that we in it for the money. Now, it wasn't a threatening thing that we saw, which we can go to Christine's Instagram if you want to, because she's the one that put it up and she was so upset. And what it was saying was the same thing that a lot of us are saying, is that they in it for the money. It had money signs and pointed to Al, had money sign. Well, it pointed to her. Have money signs from Al to her, money signs from Ben to her, because this is where the grift comes in. Now, Al can say that he might not technically be getting any money, but 1, he's getting notoriety, and 2, he's going to be considered the go-to person. And trust me when I tell you, National Action Network ain't doing this if they ain't getting nothing out of it. Now, I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say that they accept donations for National Action Network, okay? So I'm pretty sure that they sitting there getting some. And then like Lawrence said, I believe it was Lawrence, then he gets paid from National Action Network. So, they can, just like they say crime is down, they can do the technicalities with somebody else, child. This is nothing new for Al Sharpton. If you're young, maybe you don't know. But if you're in Generation X, you definitely should have a damn clue. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. This is what this man does. And now Ben Crump is coming up out of the rear, from the rear, to take over. Not National Action Network, but this is what he did. What did they name each other? One named one the Attorney General for Black America. And what did they name the other one? They each gave each other a name for Blix. They're here for the Blix, allegedly. But only sometimes. I mean, they're here for anybody that can get them money, right? But people like Tariq Nasheed, which I haven't heard from him lately, will typically talk about tethers this and tether that, tether this, tether that. We got to delineate ourselves. We're all not here. We're all not there. We're all not here. We're all not there. Maybe if you listen, Kevin King, and stop being a dickhead, maybe you would see the point. These motherfuckers are here for the money. That's the point, you dumbass. That's all it's. You colors. Shout out to RBN. Black people love to be scammed. Black people love to be scammed. Tadisha, is that in the code? It's got to be in the code, child. Because there ain't no way that they sat here and raised this daggone thing from $750 to $850 right after that funeral ended. We sat here and watched it. We're not in it for the money. Well, then why are you raising it another $100,000? You were right at your goal. Damn, not page 5. It's right there on page 5. Wow. I tell you, it's a book of foolishness, right? And then because there was 99% to go, they like set there was like 6,000 off from the original goal. What was it? 750? Yeah. So it was about 6,100 away. And they said, you know what? After this wonderful race baiting speech that we both gave, raise it another $100,000. Charlie, might as well just go for $1 million. I say go for the $1 million. I say just put it up to a damn $1 million. Why not? And don't know nothing. Haven't given anybody anything. No autopsy is done. But let's go ahead and offer 50,000. They have been saying the same shit for 2 damn weeks. They've been saying the same stuff for 2 damn weeks. And nothing has changed. They don't know nothing more from 2 weeks ago than they do today. If they're giving up, how long does it take to give up a cell phone? I'm confused. How long does it take to give up a cell phone? How long does it take to say, I meet you at noon? All right, we're going to meet at noon. And then they go do it. They still over here talking about, no, we haven't gotten up the cell phone yet. Why? I thought y'all wanted this resolved. I thought y'all cared about Nolan. So why are you waiting? The longer you wait, like he said in his speech today, which is supposed to be a funeral eulogy, in his speech today, he's sitting up here talking about as time goes on, memories get faulty. Yeah. Yeah, all y'all are a mess down there. All y'all are a mess down there. And if you're supposed to be there in order to get the justice and move the shit along, what are you doing besides putting your hands on this woman right here? What are you doing? Besides getting up here talking about it's all racist, everything is racist, then try to backtrack a little bit at the funeral to say, yeah, everybody is fair, it's all fair, we're not saying nothing, and then proceed to go back into basically saying that it's racism, knowing absolutely nothing. Nobody has their damn autopsy yet. 2 autopsies, zilch. But the other side is the racist, and these are the good guys. So the white hat and the black hat. And of course, the black's got the white hat and the white's got the black hat. Whites are wrong, blacks are right. Nobody knows anything. They both equally at an impasse of miss me with this bullshit. Okay? Now, Reaper did tell us it could take 6 weeks, 2 to 6 weeks in order to get an autopsy. Fine. You can wait 2 to 6 weeks. Then why don't they shut the fuck up and stop saying that it's white people and racism? They don't know. And someone said something earlier that it probably is not going the way that they want to, because I did hear they're doing a toxicology, and we all see that these young men were drinking.
Thanks for the tip.
They don't want to hear none of that. They don't want to hear none of that. It's in all the pictures. They all got their damn beer cans. We sussed that out. Then all of a sudden they want to start talking about it. Because I'm like, why is no one addressing underage drinking around here? I guess that's acceptable down there in MIS. Now it's, oh yeah, they may have been drinking. It's no may have been. They have pictures. We also know that over from Christine herself, from her Instagram, she says that she was sent proof that Nolan was still walking around at 4:30. I don't hear Ben or Al talking about that. I don't hear Ben or Al talking about that at all. They still allowing people to think that it was 3 o'clock the last day he was seen. I wonder why. But they said that they being fair, and they just saying shit. They full of shit, and that's all that is. Shout out to Tech Coach Ralph. Thank you, boo. One more, so I'm not new here anymore. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Shout out to Uncle Rick and Elden. Thank you, boo. No check, no justice. No check, no justice. That might as well have been the damn chant. He definitely had a chant on there. Crazy. We do not do funerals like this. Black people do not do funerals like that. There's no way that you sitting up here, you care so much, and you wasn't talking about that boy Al Sharpton talking about roaches. Al Sharpton talking about living in Harlem, how poor he was, and how fair he is, and what he does. And I don't know if he's the ambassador to black people, and the other one is the AG to black people. One might be the president, whatever they said. They just talking about how wonderful they are and everything that they do for black people. But like a couple of content creators have already pointed out, who they get convicted? Who do they make sure go to jail? Nobody. They make sure a check is had. So we already about at $1 million here. So then once the check comes through, you put that on top of everything. But anyway, Just FYI on that for those that don't know, but let me go to a couple of things that I found. This is a 601 in Park. I guess this is in Mississippi. Nolan's teammates from Southwest Mississippi Community College arrived to pay respects. Right, they ain't saying nothing, they just coming in. So I think that was nice. Of all the people that came, they said it was people that was online, and it was a closed casket for those that might not know. They came to show their support, and shout out to them for that. That's good. Let me see. Then when I got off with y'all, I saw that these people had a press conference. All right. So Nolan Wells press conference. Now, why you need to have a press conference after you just basically had a press conference is beyond me. But they did. And look who's up in the forefront. Did Mr. and Mrs. Walmsley lose someone, or did Al Sharpton and Ben Crump lose someone? Because sometimes I be confused. As much as they gotta be up in front of the limelight, as much as they gotta be seen, as much as they gotta be talking. And again, I hate when that man touches this woman, child. It pisses me off. What is that about? Hopefully the father has something to say. Rain, I think that's how you say that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your support. Everyone, please hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. We're going to listen to it, see what they say. So here we go.
Evaluate every aspect to be able to give Christine and Elmore answers as to why Nolan Wells is dead.
So in other words, he ain't saying nothing new. So he's saying the same shit, the same grift. I'm tired of hearing his mush mouth. I'm tired of hearing him. Milk dud head, truth with an F. Y'all can be mad. I don't give a damn. Y'all go over there and I ain't even gonna say it. I'm trying to be good. Lord help me. All right, it's not working. I give up. I give up with this damn thing. But like I said, Black people love to be scammed. They got to have something to believe in. They got to think that somebody is doing something for them and somebody is doing the right thing. I'm pretty sure that you can do some things for yourself. So you got to wait until someone is deceased. Shout out to all the sassy straights, the Blacks. You already know how it goes. These people, not even them, you know that this is backed by them for sure. It's backed by them for sure. But you know that there's women behind the scenes that's working diligently to make sure that they're pushing this narrative as well, because this is all for liberals, progressives, and Democrats. Get on to something that happens with Black people and a white person is involved. We can push the racism. We can talk about boycotting white people, basically, and say that white people bad. And Ricky Smiley is scared. Ricky Smiley's scared to be around white people, but I promise you, he's not giving up that white paycheck. And the rest of them aren't either. But that's supposed to help tell y'all that you're supposed to be scared of white people. And then when it's time for these midterms to come up, you're gonna overwhelmingly vote Democrats. Shout out to the sassy straights. They doing this for y'all. Because you know how they fight for y'all any other time, right? They be fighting for y'all, tooth and nail, right? Whatever you need, whatever you want. Hey, and you know I can't survive. However it go. You know that's what they take care of y'all any other time, right? Imagine if people put this much effort into their relationships. Maybe there wouldn't be so many single moms, and we could have some family structure like Bill Cosby, Aaron Magruder, and who was the other person, y'all? I forget the other person. Did I ever know his name? Who was the third person from this morning? Maybe if somebody had listened to them, it would be a different type of time right now. But let's just go with the tried and true racism and see how well that works in order to get what they want so that they can deliver a lot of y'all to Democrats so that then they can say, oh yeah, look at what we did for y'all, and nothing changes. But y'all, I digress. Hold on a second. Wrinkle Brain, that's interesting. Thank you for the support. Meanwhile, still no justice for Obama's chef who drowned butt naked in a pond. Y'all gotta send me something on that. Y'all keep mentioning it. I barely remember that. I barely remember that. So send it to me. We can definitely go over it. I barely remember it, but you know they're not going to say nothing bad about Barry. Barry told y'all, black men, that y'all need to get it together and make sure that you love Cam the way that you love him. And that if you have a wife and you have a son, that you need to bring an ABCD into the home in case your son is ABCD or has some questions about ABCDism. That's how much he thinks of you all. But I know a lot of y'all don't want to believe that, even though he said it right on his wife's wonderful podcast, which we will have to revisit very, very soon. Anyway, shout out to BT up in here. I appreciate you. He said, when I see your thumbnail, I was tight, shaking my head. Well, luckily you wasn't here during the funeral, child, because we covered it. We was here. Shout out to those that were here. Amess.com. Don't even bother, child. Let's hear it. Look at this shit. This is a hot mess.
And not with us. And so with that, we will take your questions if you have any.
Please identify your outlet and say your name.
Tristan Smith from Dayline NBC. First, thank you for allowing us here today. I'm praying for your family. I hope you get answers to your questions soon. I just want to know what the community turnout, the football players did, the state reps, everybody who came out today. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. Again, that is a testament to who Nolan is and was as a person, how many people he touched. It's also a testament to those who have questioned our parenting, you know, what type of parents we are to all of our children. And we just cannot thank our community.
Who was questioning them as parents? I don't think I didn't think anybody was questioning their. Oh no, some people were. Some people were questioning their parenting. Oh, because they didn't tell them that white people bad. Yeah, they. Hold on a second. Fuck. Hold on, y'all. This is bullshit. Testing. Let me know that you can hear me, child. It's a mess back here. Testing. Thank you, Lawrence. I'll look at that later. They were saying that they were wrong because they didn't teach their kids about white people, child. You can't make it up.
Enough for rallying around us during this time. Also, again, to Colin Kaepernick, Tyler Perry, Byron Allen, like just so much.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No shade against Mrs. Walmsley. Al, Ben, one of them had to go through all the famous people. Spike Lee is here. Colin Kaepernick did this. T.O. was there. Child, was a star-studded event. Okay, I thought it was a funeral, but they out here naming all the famous celebrities. Tyler Perry gave this. Colin Kaepernick gave that. Look around at your neighbor. How you doing? Yeah, all that. You would think it was the BET Awards.
Much love from places we could have never imagined, and we're grateful. Thank you.
Danielle Willis, WJTV out of Jackson. And again, my condolences as well to you all. We are praying for your time. And what would transparency look like to you? I know we spoke about transparency on the eulogy. What are you hoping and wanting from investigators?
The truth. I think that we need to hear exactly with evidence of what they say happened. I think that part of what embellished the concerns we had was for someone in law enforcement here to say, we see no foul play. So they're really going to have to show us one way or another where they go from here. The fact is that you cannot convince many of us, given the unanswered questions, cell phones, stuff taken off the cell phone, keys, all of which was at first denied. And no one they did not come to the family. The family started missing him and searching for him. All of that does not add up. So what we would want to see is something that adds up to saying truth, not adds up to just some loosely connected stories.
The only thing I would add to Reverend Al.
They're saying the same shit. 2 weeks, same shit, nothing new. But let's just keep saying the same shit. Oh, somebody didn't give up the phone. Oh, somebody didn't give up the phone. Oh, somebody didn't. Something was deleted from the phone. Well, don't you think as lawyer, is Al Sharpton? No, he's a reverend. Don't you think the lawyer would did whatever he needs to do by now in order to, or get a lawyer? Oh yeah, he hired two white lawyers while talking about how racist white people are. Let's not forget that part, y'all. Ben Crump hired two white lawyers, two white men, mind you, when you're supposed to be scared of white men, according to Ricky, and you should be scared to be around white men. And all you low testosterone trolls that are here, just admit that you're scared of white people and scared of white men in particular, and just let it be known. Just let it all out. Because Ricky is, so you can admit it too. So go ahead and deliver yourselves to the Democrats, because again, that's what they want you to do. They're saying nothing. They're saying absolutely nothing. This is the same shit, different day, same grift. But they're going to keep talking because it gets y'all all riled up. And then you can donate to the now newly lifted $850,000. Again, I think they should bring it to $1 million. I think they should just take it straight to $1 million right now.
I was answer to your question, what is transparency to us? It is truly having a fair and impartial investigation as if Nolan, the facts were reversed. I mean, it's inescapable. You know, people often talk about, you know, well, you all keep
Shouldn't they be at a repass? I'm Black people, when we go to funerals, right? When it's over, what do? Usually we go downstairs and eat, or we go wherever the repass is, and we go and we talk about the deceased and the memories and how much we gonna miss them, and say it's a celebration of life because blah, 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 blah. They go and have a press conference to say the same shit they just said at the funeral, to say the same shit that they said yesterday, to say the same shit that they said the day before, to say the same shit that they said the day before that.
Rejecting race. Well, y'all know in every situation that is a identifier when you're talking about matters. You know, we hear black on black crime. It's inescapable, and so we want to really be able to say to this family, but to America, it was a fair investigation. Everything they did had the roles being reversed racially, where they had 3 young black men and a white man died after being on the boat. You have it.
Here we go with this theory again. The what about is on. If it was 3 black men and a white person was missing or dead, do you know what it would be? Same shit, different day.
Cell phone. Those are the things that we're searching for. Did you search their phones? You know, we talking about Nolan's phone. Those are the questions that transparency, the autopsy, you know, we waiting for it. It shouldn't take that long. We want those answers. And so transparency is giving complete equity to this family, a fair and thorough, impartial investigation where we know that due process was respected every step of the way. And many have questions. And so we are trying to be respectful and collaborative as much as we can. We will hope that they would give the same to us.
We talked before about situations like this, and I'm just wondering, does it bother you a little bit that we don't have that news conference where officials are given a timeline, where they map things out for what they know, where they share as much information as they have with the public? Because obviously people are paying attention.
Yeah, you know, Ryan, it's always troublesome to all of us when these investigations just take forever. I mean, 6 months to get a toxicology report.
Oh, look at that. T.O. decided to come and stand behind as well. Over here calling on Donald Trump to do something. And what exactly do y'all think Donald Trump is about to do about none of this? Honestly, can we be honest? What do y'all think Donald Trump about to do with regard to any of this?
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Go where you're being a racist! Racist!
Now T.O. lives with his mama. Like, what exactly, him in that video, like, child, what? Getting on the grift, child. Just getting on the damn grift.
Report back to get an autopsy done, as if, you know, the longer we let it go, the more people forget. Other things happen, it gets swept under the rug. And so that's what's important to have a timeline. And when you don't have that timeline, you start to say, oh, what Nolan Wells, what happened? I mean, I remember that case, but we got no answers. And so that's the trouble without having a timeline. And so that's why the
2 weeks and we still don't have a timeline? Okay.
people are calling us. I mean, we have people presenting videos, and it's so helpful.
Oh, so you do have people giving you videos. So what are y'all offering $50,000? $100,000 for? What y'all offering $100,000 for? They're gonna make this square fit into the circle. They're gonna make it fit.
We try to put this puzzle together. People are talking about their boats, and when they were out there, and when they were in earshot of Nolan and people on the boat, we need all of that information because we want to make sure what goes to the grand jury is accurate.
Right.
We know when it goes to the grand jury, we never will know what happened in that grand jury. That's why we're collecting affidavits. Did this get presented to the grand jury? It's never lost on me. It's never lost on me. You can get an indictment on a ham sandwich in the grand jury if you want to. The question is, are you trying to get?
Oh, so you can get an indictment if you want to. You hear that, right? You can get if you want to. Is that how it works? Is that how it works? Shout out to Kofa. If you want one, you just be able to get one. That's how that works. Okay, got it. I just play a lawyer on YouTube, so I'm not really sure. But Ben just said he's the lawyer, right? The lawyer that Black America is the AG for, whatever they said. You want an indictment, you'll get one. So it's a setup. It's a setup in advance. So if an indictment doesn't come down, then they'll be held to pay, and then everybody will be wilding out. I wonder if there was any protesting going on. Did anybody hear if there was any protesting? I haven't seen anything.
Get to the truth, or are you trying to help keep the truth hidden from us? And that's what we're
the truth
fighting for. The last thing I would say is this, and it's important. You know, there are people who are presenting videos, photographs that may show Nolan was on the boat with the person, Katie. We got the fully vet that I respect so much what my mentor, Reverend Al, said up there.
Hold on. What you say?
From us. And that's what we're fighting for. The last thing I would say is this, and it's important. You know, there are people who are presenting videos, photographs that may show Nolan was on.
Look at this wording of this lawyer. Listen, y'all. Listen.
Hidden from us. And that's what we're fighting for. The last thing I would say is this, and it's important.
Let me slow it. Let me not slow it. Let me put it to regular speed. Listen to what this nigga just said, child. I can't.
You know, there are people who are presenting videos, photographs that
There are people who are presenting videos and photographs
may show.
So are they doing it or not? Are they doing it or not? See, I know there's a lot of people in here that don't understand how tenses work in sentences. He's playing in y'all's face. Y'all don't even hear it. Not all of y'all, but enough of y'all.
Last thing I would say is this, and it's important. You know, there are people who are presenting videos, photographs that may show Nolan was on the boat with the person, Katie.
It may. People are presenting, it may. If you're not paying attention, you think he just said that there's videos out there that's showing that he was in a boat with whoever this girl is they talking about. Now, you know damn well, if you have an ounce of sense in your head, you know damn well if these two grifters right here had a thing that would point to a specific person, specifically a white person, it would be plastered all over the damn place. It would be plastered on. They would be talking from sun up to sundown instead of repeating the same shit over and over and over again, of which they basically just did at the I'm gonna call it a funeral. Where they basically just did at the funeral while basically having a press conference, and now they're having a press conference after the funeral press conference to say people are presenting stuff that may show that Nolan was with that girl or whoever. Let's hear it again. And child, this is why I can't listen to regular speed. It's too much.
And for the last thing I would say is this, and it's important. You know, there are people who are presenting videos, photographs that may show.
That presenting means they're doing, may means the past. It may, they don't know. It's unknown. It may, you never know. They giving it to us, and it may.
Nolan was on the boat with the person, Katie. We got
the person, Kaylee. Kaylee turn around and start suing somebody. Then somebody gonna be mad. Then they'll say that's racist because it's okay to say shit about Katie, whatever her name is. But you can't say nothing about, you know, what it is that they're doing. There's no criticism ever. You cannot criticize anybody that's black, y'all. I see all the trolls, y'all. I see y'all, okay? I don't have time for your bullshit. Because if y'all want to blindly follow him all you want to, child. Give to the GoFundMe. I support that. Give it to him. Give it to them. Because what typically happens is that y'all find out. The last thing I can remember off the top of my head was Nicki Minaj. Now y'all all hate Nicki Minaj and she need to go and she a tether. Y'all wasn't worrying about her being a tether when you made her rich. Now all of a sudden you worrying about her being tether. Y'all not worrying about this alleged tether. That's the mother of Nolan. You're not worrying about that she's an Asian, even though y'all said black people are supposed to be boycotting Asian. This picking and choosing, this is why y'all go right ahead. And then when you find out, for whatever situation, that you've been had again, it's like, that's what y'all like. That's what y'all like. You blindly follow people over a cliff. And then you find out that everything was on the up and up or it wasn't right. You don't do the investigation in advance. You do it after. That is a reaction. And Black people do a lot of reactions instead of being proactive. Because if you're being proactive and you're questioning anything or you're asking questions, then y'all just come out with all these names. See, that's not how life works. It works when you want to continue to be downtrodden. You want to be on the losing end. But if you're trying to be successful and you're trying to get someplace, you ask the questions in advance. Ain't shit you can do once shit is done, right? Y'all still supporting Cardi B. I don't know what the hell she got to do in order for y'all to realize that woman don't give a damn about nobody Black unless it's a Black man that's giving her some kids. I'm going to just put it like that and be nice right now. Y'all let that heifer use the N-word like it ain't nobody's daggone business. Interesting how that works. But anyway, come on.
The fully vet that I respect so much what my mentor Reverend Al said up there. We're gonna go wherever the truth leads us. We want the truth, no matter who it implicates or exonerates.
Now remember that he says this, because I'm telling you, if it doesn't come out the way that he wants it to, he's not going to be saying this. I promise you he's not going to be saying this. He's going to be like, oh, there's got to be racism. Because of course, that's what it has to be. It always has to be racism if it don't come out the way that you expect it to come out. They all supposed to be coming together and giving the phones together. They still ain't done that. Everybody doing their independent investigation. We still ain't heard nothing from that. Well, what are we waiting for? All this damn talking for what? What are we talking for? Child. Said Cotton Senior. Said Cotton Senior. I think. Thank you so much. He said he offered $50K because they have no evidence. They are reaching and begging. This is sadly just like the eulogy. This is what I'm saying. Like after a funeral, Black people go eat, talk about the person, talk about their life, talk about what they meant to them. They just had a press conference with the daggone funeral. Thank you, Beats for Days. Well, shout out to Tim Black in the building. I see you. And I don't give a damn if I sound like Anton. I actually sound like myself. I don't need anybody to tell me anything on what I need to sound like. I have my own voice. I can speak for myself. Again, whoever want to go ahead and believe these grifters who've been grifting for forever, of which I would think that you would know that. You're a pretty intelligent person, sir. But, if you just want to do the same thing that the rest of these people are doing, cool. Hopefully you gave to the GoFundMe too. They just got raised another $100,000. And I think they should raise it to $1 million. I ain't even talking about this family at this point. I'm talking about these two niggas on the screen. That's it. The parents, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They in grief, they in pain, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. These two, this play is the same. This play is not nothing new. But, let it be what it's gonna be. Whatever.
We're gonna go wherever the truth leads us. We want the truth, no matter who it implicates or exonerates. We want justice, no matter who it acquits or convicts. So we know they telling two different
Let's remember this.
stories. The boys telling one story, Katie telling one story.
Why are they doing this right after the funeral? Why? This is so inappropriate. This is such a waste of time. Again, they're saying nothing new. But just don't let these people have their day of their son's funeral. Are they going to do a burial, or is that not a thing? Because they're too busy over here having this press conference. Because they care about these people so much. Democrats are never going to let a Black man's tragedy go to waste. Because they care about y'all so much. Remember when Cam was offering y'all weed? Don't forget. Just how much they care for y'all. That Obama came out and chastised y'all. Y'all supposed to be scared of white people. They want you to boycott white people. be scared of white people. That's what Ricky said. He's scared to get on the elevator with white people. And y'all supposed to be the same. Don't forget that Ricky also said that y'all need to move out the country, but he ain't gone nowhere yet. Don't forget that Ricky said that y'all gonna be in chains. He ain't in a chain yet. But it's fear mongering. Child, go ahead with this mess.
What is the truth?
Oh, Lord have
One more
mercy.
question, just,
Can I have a dime every time this man says truth with an F, please?
obviously, mom and dad, thank you for doing this news conference with us, but so many people from the community, both black and white, showed up today. Coaches said that they would love to have your son be their son. When you hear men and teammates reflect on your son's life and the way they have, can you explain to us what that sounds like in your heart?
To me, that sounds like me and my wife did an excellent job at raising a fine young man.
Yes.
Nolan was loved by many, both young and old. He helped a lot of people. No matter if you were regular or handicapped, people still love Nolan. He would help special needs. He would help special needs kids all the time. Basketball, teach them how to play basketball. I mentioned in my speech about getting phone calls and emails. There was a father who asked Nolan to help his special needs son train for basketball, and Nolan did it willingly. And that made that kid's day. And he seen me out one day and he couldn't stop thanking me and praising me enough for the son that I raised and how much that meant to his son. So as far as I'm concerned, we did a great job.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes.
Obviously we know. We've already said that they were good parents, clearly, by all of his successes, by all of their successes. I call her a doctor. I know y'all say she wasn't. I think I consider her a doctor. And whatever it is that the husband here does, I'm not really sure. He looked like he could be a football player, honestly. But they are successful. They raised the family. They wasn't in trouble. The son was in college. He was loved by many. Clearly, he was with everybody, and he had no concerns whatsoever. Meaning Nolan, right? Then who was attacking them as parents, though? Bueller? Who was it? Oh yeah, it was the Blacks, saying that they didn't teach them enough about white people in the deep south of Mississippi. Well, they did very well in the deep south of Mississippi. They did very well as a whole black family, even interracially, in the deep south of Mississippi. But now all of a sudden, here come Ben Crump talking about Emmett Till, like that has anything to do with this, to fan the flames of racism. Like, come on now. And random girl, you're absolutely right. Afraid of white people, but voting for white Democrats for decades. It's only Republicans that are the problem. That's it. Don't forget that.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Racism here, racism there, racism everywhere.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
I mean, down to the diet. Racism here, racism there, racism everywhere. Shout out to Big Boy in the building. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. He says, remember, they haven't put out the independent autopsy report either. Exactly. Neither nor. Neither nor. But still saying the same shit, right? Over and over and over again. Whatever. Good luck to him. Ciao. Good luck to him.
Who are you from?
We were asking, did you guys ever get the incident report back? We know there was an issue getting it.
No, we brought that up in our meeting.
Hold on. I can't hear them and what they asking.
We did a great job.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes. Who are you from?
We were asking, did you guys ever get the incident report back? We know there was an issue getting it.
No, we brought that up in our meeting, so hopefully we will address that. Won't be today, but we will address that.
Oh, I don't know what they said, but of course, if it's not the same old crap, he ain't got nothing to say because there's nothing to say because they don't know anything. Sheesh.
Hi, my name is Ken. I'm from DFW Night Shift Crime in Dallas, Texas. I just want to offer my condolences to you. I wanted to ask you, what does honoring Nolan's legacy look like for your family moving forward? Are there any foundations, scholarships, community initiatives, or causes you hope people will support in his memory?
Absolutely. This is actually something my cousin Keezy and I have briefly discussed. But of course, with everything that's going on, we want things to kind of cool down a little bit. My husband and I, honestly, we have not fully processed this. We have not fully grieved Nolan, but that is the plan, is to come up with some foundation, just honor him, but also to United Cajun Navy, big help, boots on the ground almost immediately after I spoke with Josh Gill. So, you know, we have to remember those types of organizations in our communities and utilize them, but also give back to them. So that is our hope, that we'll be able to give as much as we've been given during this time.
Yeah.
Stephen Smith with the Associated Press. Is there any update to the independent autopsy that you guys requested?
Sure. And just on that last question, very good question.
Oh man, he got to have something to say. Can we just let them speak and let it be? No, let's go ahead. What you got to say?
Christine and Elmore and Cliff Jones and Lisa Park at the office, they talk frequently, and that's one of the things she stressed at the funeral service. She wanted to celebrate his life and celebrate and define what his legacy will be. So we look forward to working to define his legacy. Nobody else is going to define his legacy but the people who knew him best.
But that would not be you. But he had to jump up in there now, didn't he? Oh, Venezuela, thank you for the happy poop. Y'all so crazy. These things are so crazy. Thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. If you got sense, if you don't, keep it pushing. Hit the dislike button. It don't matter. You're here anyway. All views matter. All views matter.
Yeah. As it relates to the independent autopsy, we are looking to have findings sooner rather than later. Obviously, you want stuff from the first autopsy because they had the body closer to time. We got the body almost 6 days later, Dr. Roger Mitchell.
Let's set that up, y'all. You hear this, right? They're setting it up. We got it 6 days later.
So there are limitations as to what he could do. So, you know, you do the best you can, but there are unanswered questions. So he's getting his report together. I believe it will be coming very soon. Yeah.
So no definite date, just very soon.
Yeah.
Let me take one. I'm gonna take three more. Okay. 1, 2, and we'll come back to you.
I just had two small questions, both related to cell phones. One of the things that came out of your meeting with the local DA was that you agreed you would both analyze Nolan's phone.
They talk about the cell phone or something she's saying.
I wanted to know when that might take place. And the other was that at the end of the last press conference, you said that, Ben, you said you wanted everybody's cell phones looked at. And so that, to me, that meant the other young men that were with Nolan that day.
So they're asking about the cell phone again. I don't understand why they haven't been able to like, no one's giving anything to anyone. No one is giving anything to anyone. What is the holdup? If everybody wants justice, why are they holding on to shit? How come they haven't given stuff up? How come they just like, all right, I'll meet you at 3. All right, I'll meet you at 3. All right. Is it that hard? Thank you, boo. This came from Asians, unfortunately. We supposed to be, well, child, if they ain't boycotting Asians, why I gotta boycott them, child? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Come on, answer this question.
Did you communicate that to the DA, and what did she say? If so, have they analyzed their phones? Do they plan to?
I did communicate that to the district attorney. Whether they're going to do that, that's a question that you have to ask them, but we thought.
Okay, so he dodging the question. All right.
That is only fair. If we're gonna look at Nolan's phone, we should look at the other people who were with Nolan that day. Because again, we just want equal justice. We think that if Nolan was on that boat, roles were reversed, they would look at his phone.
That's all he got. If he was on that board and the roles were reversed, these people are saying, oh, God, child.
And so that is going to be important. We have not established a time yet of when we're going to do the mutual inspection of the cell phone. We have to do some technical things. We're getting our experts together, working with phone companies and so forth, but we hope to do that sooner rather than later. This was a big first step for the family getting through the day. So now we can get laser focused on all those things to finish this investigation.
We'll pull from the WLOA. Ben, you had mentioned that it had been a couple of days, I think you said 6 days since after the state's autopsy was done before you were able to get access to the body. I know whenever it first came out, it was being flown to DC and then autopsy planned for that Friday. Can you confirm when that autopsy was done?
They had weather issues, so I do think they got the body Friday night or Saturday morning, around that time.
Was that the same day that the autopsy was?
I can't confirm that. I know they received the body, and I think they.
If he the damn lawyer helping the family, shouldn't he know this type of stuff? These are just dates, sir. It's been 2 weeks. These are just dates. What does he know? I know that if the roles was reversed, we just want equal justice.
Immediately went to it. Would be in the report the date they did the autopsy. Yes.
Miss Selena Charles, for Purpose for the People. You guys are supposed to be having a rally on the 26th. Is that still going to occur?
Well, I think that was the community, people who are activists who we're very grateful, standing up, demanding a fair and impartial investigation. And we want to say thank you to all the community leaders and activists standing up saying, no, we want a timeline. We want transparency. We want them to check cell phones. We want everything that you would have done had it been your child. So that's what they're going to be talking about on the 26th.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's the sheriff's office.
Whatever. Anyway, rest in peace to Nolan Wells. They just making this shit a mockery. Anyway, so there was a press conference after the press conference to say the same things. Well, no, Al Sharpton got to tell more stories at the first press conference. And now this press conference said the same thing as every other press conference. So anyway, one more thing on this, then we're moving on, child. From Tatiana Speaks, because child, if she don't speak, nobody speaks. And she had something to say because typically, right, Black people, you can lie if you want to. Typically. Jean Rowe, thank you so much for staying hydrated. I appreciate you. Typically, let's see, right now, Blacks are boycotting Target, boycotting Asians, boycotting white people. In this case, they're fighting for Asians. They're using white people to help lead the case. And then you got Black America's AG, two of the biggest race grifters. And they said that Al said he's not getting paid. This is a recap from earlier. Al said he's not getting paid. Excuse me. Somebody sent something to the mom, which basically said that this one wants money from you, this one wants money from you, meaning Al and Ben. So I'm not the only one that sees it. I'm not the only one that sees it. Child, y'all just be saying any old thing. Yeah, he do get his job done. He get money. He definitely get money. He does get that job done. I agree with you about that. And people blindly follow. And when you ask questions, that's considered to be a white supremacist because you ask questions. Whatever. I get tired. I don't care. let's see what Tatiana says. It says, if you don't date black, I don't speak for you, which is something that typically black people will do. If they end up seeing, if this was well, you know, because he's so young, I think that, you know, they're going to let that pass. But if, you know, if it was a black man that got taken on up out of here and you had a white girlfriend, gentlemen, what would they care?
This is amazing.
Gentlemen, sassy straights, the black ones. Shout out to all of y'all, but I'm talking to the black sassy straights right now. If you were dating a white woman and you got taken on up out of here by said white woman, would they be fighting for you, Bueller? Would they give a damn one way or the other? They just be like, oh, rest in preference. Does that sound familiar? We doing our nails. Anybody want anything from the store? Isn't that what it would be? So they don't want to talk about that part, right? No. But because Nolan was so young, and, you know, they down in Mississippi, of which, you know, I just came from Mississippi. I could never live there, but, you know, they had a great life. They had forged a great life for their family. They're doing great. And now they'll be even doing more than before. But I just find it interesting that for the boycotting of Asians, not right now. This case doesn't matter. Another second, it's FBA, Foundational Black Americans, and no tethers and all this other shit. But for this case, it's okay. Forget all that for this case. What is it? FBAs and African Americans and child, all of the things that separate us. Now they're saying, y'all, I've seen this in comments, that Caribbean people are now considered black, child. Now listen, we like tethers around here, okay? We don't discriminate from that perspective, right? But any other time, it's like Nicki Minaj, send her back. Oh, ADOS, FBAs, yeah, exactly. Send her back. No, we don't care. Oh, you don't care? You done already made her a millionaire, so I don't understand why y'all don't care now. Oh yeah, it's because now you done found out that she's a conservative, so that's where the line is drawn. So y'all can always, black people, talk about the racist Republicans and what they do when they keep people back, but you never seem to see what the Democrats do, who are white as well, like whoever said, and especially Joe Biden, your man who was creator of the crime bill, but y'all conveniently forgot, because it's the crime bill, mass incarceration of all the black men. But all of a sudden that doesn't matter because he's a Democrat. So y'all said, you know what, forget all that we were saying about what you did, even though we allegedly heard you call black people the N-word. Forget all that. It's okay, Joe. It's okay, Joe. And y'all was able to say, it doesn't matter. Bill Clinton signed said crime bill. Y'all call Bill Clinton the first black president. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, because he's a Democrat, because they're Democrats. I just don't understand why people don't see this. And for people that are saying, oh, Republicans are better, I don't say any of them are better. None of them are better. All these politicians are a mess. But the blacks are only aligned like it's in their DNA to Democrats, and you willfully ignore everything. Even if what may be better for you on the other side, you just refuse to look at it. Y'all refuse to consider Cornel West in this last presidential election, and so did everyone else, because it's not any money in it. But they care about y'all. They care about blacks. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. You got millionaires telling you that you got to be scared of white people while they work with white people every day. While they take money from white people every day. You remember, Lawrence, see if you could find that Step and Fetch It video with Roland and Hillary Clinton while he was teaching her how to wobble. That's the white person that's acceptable. Hillary Clinton. Oh, and Cam's husband. Even though y'all said to boycott white people, y'all gonna go ahead and prop her the fuck back up there. Allegedly, from what I understand. So she can run for president and lose again. Because, you know, it's just certain white people because of your hypocrisy. That white person is okay. You know, Dougie, who be knocking women between the washer and the dryer, and we still don't know what happened to that baby that he had or got the nanny pregnant by. Where'd that baby go? Nobody seems to care about that. They said that you all, gentlemen, should be emulating yourselves after Dougie. That's what they were saying during that election. And what did you black men, what did they offer you? Weed. Weed. Obama's telling y'all that you better get it together. This is what Democrats do. They tell you what to do. And the funny thing is, thank you, boo. The funny thing is, that's not really funny. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it up here. The funny thing is that y'all are so willfully ignorant that you just fall in line because you're technically, we've come to the conclusion that you're scared. I mean, since Ricky finally said it, it's fine. If you're scared, that's fine. It's okay to be scared. Half of the battle is admitting it. But I thought here in 2026, given everything that Black people have been through, that Black people wouldn't be sitting around here talking about they're scared of white people with all the hoopla that y'all be saying, in the way that all these GANGs take over all these neighborhoods. Well, I guess they can take over because maybe you're scared there too. I don't know. But this y'all's mans, you know, that's telling y'all that y'all got to be scared of white people. He's not aligned to anything.
That is it for us. I do gotta ask you, do you know how to wobble?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know how to wobble?
I don't.
You know how to wobble? You just lost the black vote right there.
Yeah.
Karen, the black folks in your staff need to teach you how to do the wobble. Trust me.
Can you show me how to do it?
I can show you how to do it. You're gonna pick up some votes, trust me.
But I gotta see it in order to know it.
You're gonna pick up some votes if you know how to wobble. And then one would wonder, why would Kim bring Meg out to go shake her ass? Why would Kim bring Meg out to come and shake her ass in the ATL?
She was fucking his best friend. So, you know, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
This y'all's mans. Who's gonna say that you get some black votes if you know how to wobble?
You just lost the black vote right there. Yeah. Karen, the black folks in your staff need to teach you how to do the wobble. Trust me.
Can you show me how to do it?
I can show you how to do it. You're gonna pick up some votes, trust me.
But I gotta see it in order to know it.
You need some music. I don't really the music, but I'm just saying.
Okay, who can show me? Come on, don't be shy.
I told y'all Black Network we do.
Now, don't forget that Hillary got hot sauce in her bag too. Don't forget that part, y'all. Don't forget that part.
A little bit different.
Well, you raised it. Now don't leave me hanging out here.
Put my iPod on. I got music.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, plug this up right now. Y'all know I put it on now. Secretary Clayton.
Would that be considered shucking and jiving? Because y'all got all these names for me. What the hell would you call this? This is acceptable because this is one of the acceptable whites, right? I can't ask any questions of blacks as a black person, but Rolly can be up here shucking and jiving with white Hillary, and that's okay and acceptable. You gonna get some votes as long as you know how to wobble. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You raised it. Now don't leave me hanging out here.
Put my iPod on.
Oh, she knows. Don't leave me hanging. You go, Hillary.
Yeah, plug this up right now.
Plug out though. Yeah, you gonna dance.
Y'all know I put it on now. Secretary Clinton, it's a pleasure. Thank you so very much. Claflin, thanks you as well. Round of applause, please. Democratic presidential candidate.
Thank you,
Roland. That's how I told y'all need the music. Don't let the ass kind of fool you. All right.
Child, that's what y'all like. Beats for days. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate you. That's all it takes for y'all. All right, cool. Well, here you go.
It was a dusty, musty tether, smelling like cheetah pea.
Anyway, I don't even feel like watching that nigga. DBX, thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate you. I think I got G, yeah, with the stay hydrated. Shout out to y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. All right, let's go back to Tatiana and hear what she has to say about her Nolan.
When will Black people recognize that your child is not white? So I posted a video about this individual, and I did not speak how I normally speak because I'm just tired of the whole conversation. I'm not gonna keep speaking up for young Black men who don't even date young Black girls. I'm not gonna keep speaking up for people, for Black women or women in general who have Black children and you don't raise them to be Black and they think that they're white. Disrespectfully. Disrespectfully. We cannot keep supporting people.
Disrespectfully, she said. Thank you, Jarchoco, for the jewels. Appreciate you.
Who allow their children to think that they're equal to white people. Literally, y'all,
imagine saying those words, y'all. Your children, you have your children thinking that they're equal to white people. That sounds crazy. So now, Black people, y'all, because you're not talking about me. So y'all not equal to white people? So y'all consider yourself second-class citizens on your own after all the things that the ancestors did? So now you don't think that so you're scared of white people and you don't think you're as good as white people. That's where y'all are with this? That's where y'all are with, like, this is where y'all at? And y'all think this makes sense?
Who have Black children and you don't raise them to be Black and they think that they're white. Disrespectfully. Disrespectfully. We cannot keep supporting people who allow their children to think that they're equal to white people. Literally, y'all, the day that this story came out, I was on my way to take my son to the camp and something in my spirit say, Tatiana, don't you fucking do it. I turned my Black ass around. My son's not going. Listen, I'm not gonna play with y'all. 5 hours later, I seen this story. Our children are not going to be able to have the same experiences as white kids. If it's an all-white camp, my kid's not going. We can't keep putting our children in predicaments where they could be harmed. We can't keep doing that. You're sacrificing your children as Black people. Why would me, a full-blown Black woman, keep speaking up for young Black men who don't even engage with their community correctly? You should be dating Black young girls. If you're a Black young man, you date young Black girls. If you don't do that, you're a white supremacist to me. Why are you dating a young white girl for? Why is your whole friend group white? I don't care. You need to have Black in there somewhere. And if you don't, that means you hate your people. Like on some real shit. Where's the mama talking? Where's the daddy? How am I gonna speak up more than the family? Carmelo Anthony, girlfriend was Mexican. That nigga had shit Black around him. What are y'all saying? A lot of Black people are sacrificing their children because y'all want them to have a white experience and they're never going to have that. They're Black. Them white kids are going to try to take their life. Literally. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that your kids will never be equal, no matter the education, no matter the college. HBCUs was created by the slave masters' wives. They were dedicated to the slave masters' wives. Nothing in America is truly come from. Listen, man, if your father, son, cousin, uncle does not date Black women and they die, I'm not speaking up for them no more. And I mean that. I ain't got shit to do with that.
Of course you do. I see where she's coming from too. She's coming from the same bitch asses as Ricky and the rest of them that's telling y'all to be scared. You all have basically, not all of y'all, but enough of y'all, the trolls for sure. Y'all think that you're second-class citizens to white people. So if you think that, then maybe that's the reason why there's so many issues out in the streets. Everything is, y'all are obsessed with white people. Good granny, by her logic, we should just hang it up as Black people. Exactly. This is the most ignorant ass-ish I've heard in all of my existence. Exactly. But clearly there's people that think it all makes sense because that's what, not you, boo. but that's what they think of themselves. Y'all, if y'all think that you're second to white people, then what the fuck were the ancestors fighting for that y'all always want to bring up? If you all think that you're second to white people, that's a you problem. That's on y'all. That's where you lie. And that's why there's so many people that go along with this bullshit. She sounds ignorant as fuck. How in the hell, as 13% of the population, do you think that you don't get involved with white people? So you're going to go ahead and paint every white person with the same brush. Then when they do it to you, you're mad. There's not this many people that's suffering through all this racism the way that y'all be trying to put it out here. There's no way you are. You want to take on other people's trauma so bad and be victims and downtrodden. One, that's crazy to think after all the ancestors. Two, if you are a Christian or you at least believe in the Bible of some sort, if you are at least an old school black from the 70s, ain't no way that you think this makes sense. Now, maybe they thought that back then, but you telling me in 2026, this is where y'all at? This is where y'all at? But y'all still working for these white institutions? Unless you're working for somebody black, of course. So shout out to y'all. So you're telling me that so this is how y'all feel, but y'all be out here bigging up all the black women who are married to or having relationships with white men. How does that work? How does that get rectified? How does that get rectified? Is that in the code? Because I'm a little bit confused. I'm not second to no motherfucking body. Y'all go ahead and be second all the fuck you want to. Y'all worried about what other people think. I do not worry about what other people think. Because guess what? They ain't going to be man or woman enough to say to my motherfucking face, specifically at work. Because you know what will happen then? I'm going to get paid from that job, okay? So they can think it. They can think it all they want to. They won't say it, I promise you that. Y'all too busy being scared of white people, and that explains so much. And that's why people like Ben and Al can run around here and say all this stuff that don't make no sense, have no information, fan the flames of racism, have y'all scared because y'all already think that you're a second-class citizen. She said, I'm gonna play it again though, but she said they didn't teach their kids to be black. So because they happen to live in the deep South, as people keep saying, and they were successful in the deep South. The mother is a doctor. The son was doing wonderful things and he was leading a wonderful life by all accounts. So because of this, which no one has any information confirmed, nothing. That means all white people are bad and black people ain't shit if they choose to deal with white people in any sort of a way. So I want all these people that are saying this to get the fuck on out here and start calling out all these celebrities that they admire and tell them that they got to get divorced today. And you can start with Don Lemon. You can start with Don Lemon because he goes home to a white man every night. If this is what y'all really believe, I want to see some action behind these statements that y'all keep saying, that y'all keep putting out here. And then the dumbasses that come through trying to act like I'm crazy because I don't listen to foolishness. She sounds absurd. Absurd. You can think that you're second to anyone if you want to. But the interesting part about that is there's enough women, because I know there's a lot of women, that will say that shit. But when it comes to a black man, you're going to definitely tell him that you above him, that you're going to tell him what to do, that you ain't shit. So you got all this smoke for those people that you don't talk to. Then you over here with your own damn people, specifically with relationships, men and women. You got no problem with saying that black man ain't shit. He ain't do shit. He ain't about shit. He ain't going to be shit. You can say that with your chest. And make sure you tell him every day. And make sure he knows it every single second of the day. Now all of a suddenly is, you ain't teaching your kids and we can't be around white people. You think that you remember you're second to white people. Remember you second to white people. That's insane. That's insanity.
When will black people recognize that your child is not white?
When will you recognize that your child is not white? Pretty sure as soon as they come outside, we can see that the child is not white. Maybe it's just me. Pretty sure we can see that. Just like we can see that, Nolan's mother is not only black. We can see that, but y'all don't want that to be questioned. But you'll let someone like this come out and say this stupid ass statement. Y'all abiding by it. Nikki says she understands. Well, good. I'm glad y'all understand. I'm glad y'all get it. That's why y'all can stay over there and we're gonna be over here. This is why we need to separate. Because I don't deal with ignorant ass people that's gonna say some dumb shit like this. In the United States of America? So y'all really are scared then?
So I posted a video about this individual, and I did not speak how I normally speak because I'm just tired of the whole conversation. I'm not gonna keep speaking up for young black men who don't even date young black girls.
So now the line is that you have to, so do what I said. So now you have to date young black girls in order for potentially, we only talking about Tatiana right now, but potentially, if this black woman feels that way, then the 92% are somewhere close behind. Maybe not all, but enough. So now if you don't date young black girls, you ain't shit and we ain't fighting for you. Not me. I'm not fighting for nobody, but we ain't fighting for you is what she's saying. Imagine that. But as soon as Bronny brought out his white girlfriend, because that's who's in his environment for where he lives at, they got all the smoke in the world. I want them, if they want me to believe any of this and follow it, I want them to call out the celebrities and tell them to get divorced today. Give up all these white people because it's dangerous. Y'all freely allowing Don Lemon to come out here and talk. He been talking all day, half the night about this over and over and over again. I don't see nobody calling his ass out. When y'all gonna call him out? I'm confused. I don't understand. This is why I have a hard time with the code, because he most definitely has somebody white in his bed on a nightly basis. No problem with that? No issue with that? Okay. Come on, y'all.
I'm not going to keep speaking up for people, for black women or women in general who have black children and you don't raise them to be black and they think that they're white.
Yeah. So now she's saying, now she's talking about the mother in this case. But y'all okay with that? Y'all ain't got a problem with that? The mother is raising her black son to be white and she got a problem with that. Now, how the hell it is that you raising him to be white? Oh, yeah, because you're around white people, because they've done what they needed to do in order to have a step up in life. I'm telling you, there's too many black people that do not like that there are successful black people. There are too many black people that want all black people to be downtrodden, poor, in the hood, in ghettos, got problems, money problems. I'm telling you, that's what it is. They don't even want people to do better. They want them to stay down. That's dangerous to black people to have someone that thinks that way. So you know how they say crabs in the barrel mentality? If this ain't it, then I don't know what is. If this ain't it, I don't know what is. Because we watch Baltimore all the time. Their test scores suck. The kids can't read. They had the one kid who was the valedictorian with a .013 grade point average and had to pull him back. And the mother is like, I don't understand. So by her logic, she wants your children, your black children, to go to a school like that just so that you can be around black people and you know what it means to be black. So in order to know what it means to be black, you got to be poor, you got to be downtrodden, you got to live amongst the commoners, I shall call them. And if you're doing better, if your parents are doing better and you don't have to live like that, then you're the problem. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Disrespectfully, we cannot keep supporting people who allow their children to think that they're equal to white people.
We cannot support people who allow their children to think that they're equal to white people. Black people, are y'all unequal to white people? That's the question. How many of y'all are unequal to white people? Anybody? Anyone? Are y'all unequal to white people? Are y'all below white people? I'm talking to black people right now. Are y'all below white people? Is that where you fit in society? Is that you are below white people? Answer the question, please. Whoever, black people. Me too, Mark, me too. Okay. Well, clearly Bobby is one of them. So there you go. So clearly, probably LTM. You know, if that's where you think you are, then that's fine. Be there. But it looks like the normal people are saying no. Well, Yvette feels that way. Well, then see, these are the people that I don't need to know and not be around. Definitely not. Definitely not. Y'all don't need y'all. I mean, I guess you know what you're saying. You know your life. You know your life. Wow. 2026 going into 2027. Wow. That's absolutely not true. Have you been to New York? That's absolutely not true. Have you been to New York? Some of y'all need to get out of the towns you was born in because it's showing that you've never left. And just because you go over the state line to go to the grocery store, that don't count. Y'all need to get out. Y'all don't even need to touch grass. Y'all got to get out of the places that you was born because clearly there's a lot of people that don't go nowhere. People in New York, there's a plenty of black people who have money in New York that hire nannies. What are y'all talking about? Hell, you can even see that shit on TV. Lord help your people. Wow. Thank you, Chris. He says, hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Oh shit, my bad. Chris, thank you, honey. Said it's been propagated for decades. The only real black people are from the hood and have records, especially with black men. I grew up on a farm. Well, shout out to you. You probably know how to milk a cow. That sounds like I want to do that. I don't like the funk of a farm, but I think I want to learn how to milk a cow. I love to ride horses. I guess that's not black because I was fortunate enough to not grow up in a hood amongst drugs, amongst a New Jack City type of life. And that's why I guess people have always said that I'm white because I was not in the hood. Instead of being thankful and grateful. See, I don't understand how that works though, y'all. Hold on a second. How does that work? Because y'all most certainly idolize these celebrities. Do y'all say anything about the celebrities that leave? Because Jay-Z definitely was in the streets, just to use him as an example, who just sold out 3 shows. In them streets selling, mind you. And now is he a billionaire, y'all? Between them both, they gotta be billionaires. Between him and Beyonce, right? Y'all don't hate them? Y'all don't hold them to that. Do you think that Jay-Z thinks that he's second to white people? Do you think that Beyonce thinks that she is second to white people? Wow. And then you have people to say this like that's gonna hurt me. Child, that don't hurt me. You are showing who you are, which is crazy to think that in 2026 this is where y'all stand. That's why you need this win so bad with these cases. That's why. Y'all need a win so bad in your life that you allow these people to grift in your face. Wow, it all makes sense now. Because you know you're never gonna become much because you think you're second to white people. I wish the fuck I would ever say some shit like that. I wish the fuck I ever would say some shit like that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Y'all think that could be part of the problem why there's so many people that aren't able to progress? They won't learn anything. They won't, Tanisha. They won't ask for any help. They won't seek any help, but they put all their energy and effort in listening to Al and Ben and waiting for them to make something happen so that they can say, yeah, we took you damn white people. We took you damn white. Oh my God, that's why the OJ thing was such a thing. Did y'all know damn well y'all wasn't thinking about no damn OJ Simpson prior to him in that situation? Y'all wasn't nobody thinking about OJ Simpson since Child, what did he do? He was a football player in the 70s. I think in the 70s. Airplane. Last thing anybody thought about OJ for was the Airplane movies. Come on now. Stop this. I know he's a Heisman winner and he played football, but the last thing that OJ was famous for was Airplane. Okay? Trying to become an actor. So then when that happened with Nicole, a white woman, and he got off, that's why everybody was jumping for joy. Oh yeah, we won, taking on them rich ass people's problems. Thank you, Chris. Jay-Z is worth 2.5 billion and Beyonce is worth 1 billion. I don't see y'all be carrying on about how much money. Oh, was it the Naked Gun? Okay, maybe it was the Naked Gun. Thank you for that correction. I don't see y'all carrying on about the billions and the billions with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce's about to probably go on tour and y'all gonna be right there. Chris Brown currently is on tour. Y'all sold out all 10 of his meet and greets at $2,500 a pop. Usher tickets. Wow, this is an eye-opening situation with this Nolan Wells thing. God help y'all, child. That's all I got. God help y'all. If you think being black, based off of what she's saying, means that you have to be downtrodden or amongst only black people, living in hoods, living around only black people, only dealing with black people, enjoy that. Enjoy that. Whew, Lord, help your people. Child, I don't even care about the rest of this. I don't. I am flummoxed. Shout out to those that know. Let me give you a little bit of Crime is Down, and then I'm out of here because, child, I don't have time for this. This is crazy. This is what you get if you want to live in a black area. Shout out to Baltimore. It says, same Baltimore convenience store where an elderly man was attacked, targeted again in theft.
Days after a 74-year-old man was violently attacked outside of this Liberty Heights 7-Eleven, the store was targeted again. Baltimore police confirmed that around midnight on July 18th, someone reported seeing multiple male juveniles inside of the store. Detectives believe the group fled with cigarettes and cigars before officers arrived.
This is our neighborhood, and I've been hanging around here all our lives, and the police...
Oh, well, sir, this is what black people are supposed to do. This is where they're supposed to be. This is how they're supposed to live. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for being the real black person, because I'm not. That's why they keep calling me Auntie Ruckus and whatnot.
I think that it's the neighborhood, but it's not. Because like when it stayed open at nighttime, police would sit in this parking lot. It was much safer.
This comes as detectives continue searching for the group accused of a disturbing attack caught on camera. Some residents speculate it's because the store closes earlier than others.
It's kind of dangerous.
You're targeted because the store closes earlier? What the hell?
If it's not to be open, I think we should open the 7-Elevens back up. What's the problem?
The video shows 6
Wait,
young...
what's the problem? Oh, child, this is not a problem. Some people are used to this. I forgot. My bad. This is what it means to be black and being around black and not being a white supremacist, y'all. You got to accept a life like this. You should be here. You should be doing this. You should be participating in this. This explains a lot. It really does. Today has been eye-opening. Thank you all, trolls, for being here to help me with some understanding. Shout out to Escape.
Male suspects surrounding the 74-year-old victim outside of the convenience store just before 4 a.m. on July 7th. Police say the group assaulted and attempted to rob the man, kicking and punching him after knocking him to the ground. This attack raising even more questions about juvenile crime in the city.
The people that's doing it is some kids. We don't know who they are. It's just young people. Young people growing up. Every generation has the new set of bad kids, this new set is way different.
Investigators say one suspect
so it's okay to have bad kids. These ones is just different. All right, cool.
Appeared to be carrying a gray assault-style rifle, while another was holding a sword.
We need Baltimore to be vibrant again. Closing it down and everybody being scared, that's never been...
Anybody want to move to Baltimore? Anybody Bueller? Because it seems black. Shout out to everybody that is here. But black people, this is where we're supposed to be. We should be in Baltimore. Who want to move back? I'll move in with y'all. Who want to go to Baltimore? Anybody? Bueller. This is where we're supposed to be at, yeah. Rick said, nah. No. Come on, y'all. This is where we're supposed to be. No. Listen. No. They said The Wire is not true. Night Jade, are you here? Night Jade knows she's from Baltimore. Night Jade, is it true? Is The Wire true? Yay or nay? I don't know if she's still here or not. Listen. Only if y'all go, I'll go with y'all. All right, I'll go with y'all. Girl, don't go. You ain't missing nothing. No. I'm good, Mark. No, y'all got to go. Robert, you're white. You don't count. No shade. Come on. Wait. This guy is a GANG member. Hence, he defends these crimes. Oh, you think so? Do you know him? How y'all know? How you know? Why is he coming on TV then? What in the world? Oh, I'm good. I lost my black card. Child, I think I lost mine too. I'd rather rent a 1-bedroom in El Segundo. What's wrong with El Segundo? Just what's his name? Lost his wallet. What was it, Fife? You're scared? I'm scared. You should be fine because you're white. I think I'm going to be in trouble. I think it's going to be me that's going to be in trouble. Come on, Chad.
Baltimore, this is a tough city. Come outside. It's lovely.
Police are still looking for the 6 suspects seen in the surveillance video from the July 7th attack. Anyone with information about that case or the overnight burglary at the same 7-Eleven is asked to contact police.
Y'all think they're going to find them? All right, moving on. More Baltimore. Baltimore residents frustrated as juvenile crime hits same 7-Eleven twice in days. Is this the same story?
In a city in crisis, just days after a 74-year-old man was brutally attacked outside of a 7-Eleven location on Liberty Heights Avenue, the store was robbed. Police say a group of young people broke in and stole tobacco products, and residents are growing more concerned with juvenile crime.
All right, it's the same crap. We already know what's going on down there in Baltimore. Ain't nothing new going on, but apparently that's where we're supposed to be, blacks. We're supposed to be living amongst in a city like Baltimore. All right, let me know when y'all going. I'm going with y'all. This is Minnesota. There was a mass SHOOTing. What we know about a mass in Minneapolis overnight. Did y'all know about this?
9 people are hurt after a mass shooting in Uptown, some with serious injuries. Police just told us that the 2 most severely hurt are now expected to survive. It happened just after midnight at Rain nightclub. Jason Rantala has the latest tonight in the investigation.
Evidence markers littered the street after Minneapolis police say gunfire erupted in front of a large crowd waiting to get inside Rain nightclub in Uptown. Police say it stemmed from an altercation with male and female victims ranging in age from 18 to 27.
I'd started to see the streets marked off with yellow tape.
Ali Salah lives in the neighborhood.
A lot of people were running down the street
and witnessed the chaos that ensued after the shooting.
A lot of police and enforcement vehicles driving by, first responders.
Police say officers from all 5 precincts responded.
This was a brazen act of violence in a crowded entertainment district where innocent people were placed at tremendous risk.
Interim MPD Police Chief Bill Peterson says the Minneapolis Fast Non-Fatal Shooting Task Force, consisting of police, BCA, and county sheriff's departments, are on the case. Minneapolis Ward 7 council member Elizabeth Schaefer writes on Facebook that she hopes to meet with Rain ownership this week. Quote, I pray for the victims and all those affected by violence on our streets. We will not tolerate this outrageous activity. Mayor Fry is also responding. Quote, the shooting in Uptown last night is intolerable.
Oh, Minneapolis. I haven't heard from none of them since they stopped protesting. I guess are they still protesting ICE down there or no? Sasha, no shade against Baltimore. I was just there, last weekend, y'all, the weekend before, celebrating birthday with the Seds. So shout out to them. Happy birthday to Mr. He Said. I ain't a place I need to go to often. It's all right. It'll do. I ain't heard from Jakey in a while.
And we will be working to hold the perpetrators accountable for this senseless act of violence. When it comes to preventing violent acts like these, Community Safety Commissioner Todd Barnett says the city can't do it alone.
That takes partnerships with the county, who provides a lot of the social services, the state, but more importantly, it really does take the community to help with prevention.
We hope that nothing is fatal. We hope that people are able to walk away and learn from the situation.
In Minneapolis, Jason Rantala, WCCO News.
There have been no arrests. Anyone with information is urged to call police or...
Uncle Rick, what is going on down there in Minnesota, child? What is going on? Y'all wanted me to talk about this stupid story. Child, I don't even know if I have the energy for this, honestly. I am still flummoxed, y'all. I am just flummoxed. I'm gonna keep this rolling in Hillary thing. I'm gonna keep it so I can tap back into it whenever I need to. So apparently down in the ATL, there's a thing called restaurant called Toast on Lennox. And the owner, Tamara Young, hosted some Rick Jackson. He's some politician. And she got in trouble for it by the blacks because y'all are supposed to be boycotting white people. This was before there was an official boycott white people. But this man came and he's Republican. So, blacks aren't allowed to talk about or have any faith or any allegiance or want to vote for anyone Republican. So
This is amazing.
she got in trouble. And this girl says, talk your shit to Tinini, whatever her name is. All right. So we're going to listen to this child and see what's going on.
Try to put this as nice as possible. As a black woman, Tamara Young.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Anytime I hear as a black woman, it pisses me off because, child, why?
There is no way I would let this white man in my establishment, especially to get a photo op in a predominantly black space when this white man has made it very clear that he wants to be just like Trump, but with a Southern twang. As a black woman, knowing that we are in a high stake fucking election in Georgia, knowing that every other state in the South has removed black leaders out of office, has tried to suppress our black vote every which way. You decide to invite a snake into your house and then take a photo op with him. Has all that money gotten to your head, Tamara? Do you realize who makes your money go round? Because it's not going to be this white man. It's going to be people who look like me. And then for Chef Harper to say a discussion is not a vote. There should be no fucking discussion. I'm sorry. Then he comes back with this bullshit tomorrow. You shouldn't let him post this. The biggest problem in our community is communication. Let me communicate. It's black or fucking nothing. Did you get that communication? We don't have time to fucking waste in Georgia. The South is hanging on by a fucking thread. And y'all are entertaining the white devil. After y'all getting y'all asses handed to y'all, y'all want to post this shit. If we don't secure Keisha Lance's bottom in the fucking seat in Georgia, the whole South will be red. It won't just be red. It will be Confederate fucking red. What part of black folks need to stick together? Don't you understand? Everybody's looking at Georgia. Get in fucking line. It's a message for every black restaurant, every black business in Georgia, especially Atlanta. Stop entertaining these white motherfuckers. They don't like you. They don't support you. They just want your fucking vote so they can ruin our lives. Now have the fucking day you deserve.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
You want to rile up a black person? This is how you do it.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Go where you're being a racist! Racist!
Y'all gotta relax.
Man, y'all gotta relax, bro. Y'all got to relax. Like, for real. Y'all gotta relax, man. Y'all be talking about things that's just not realistic at all. Just not realistic.
Oh, look, Noodles. Yeah, we gotta relax. That's why I had to bring Angry Man through. Tadisha, thank you for the gold coin, boo. A lot of stress around here. I'm not stressing. I'm just not going to do it. Noodles, thank you, honey. Said, hi, Messy. Y'all need to relax with all the Baltimore slander. Y'all mama black. Listen, I'm trying to figure out we supposed to be living downtrodden lives. We supposed to be poor. We supposed to be living in, I guess, the crack era. We supposed to be living on the streets where they beat you up just because you went to 7-Eleven. This is how allegedly it's supposed to be. Oh, and we're supposed to think that we're second to white people. So we're supposed to sit around and believe that white people are better than us. It's been an enlightening live stream today. I'm going to have to maybe take a break tomorrow, y'all. We'll have to go talk about Gen X tomorrow because this is too much. This is effing too damn much. Two crazy-ass black women. Black women! Definitely the 92% out here wilding the fuck out. So don't you love how they can tell everyone what they need to do, but as soon as you try to tell them what to do, they not trying to listen, say I'm lying. What they gonna say? You try to tell them what to do.
I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
Ain't that what it usually is? But when it's time for election season, damn, they come and fight like fuck, don't they? What is going on? I know, Lawrence, you've been trying to keep me up to date on Keisha Lance's Bottom Child. I can't keep up with everything. So they dying. They willing to delete in order to get Keisha into office. Is this supposed to be convincing someone to go and vote? I don't live in Atlanta or Georgia, excuse me, so it don't matter to me. So this is how you get people to come to your side. You wild out, you be bugging, you looking crazy. The one with the bonnet, this one with a nose ring. What'd I say? You would never get me to listen to nobody with a nose ring, tongue ring, face ring, eyeball ring, all that mess. And that's the first sign that somebody is somebody I don't need to know. All these rings around the face. I don't even care that her mouth is jacked up because that mouth is jacked up. Okay, her mouth is But then you out here wilding, and then as soon as someone talks about the angry black woman, then all of a sudden, that's a racist. Because everything is racist. Saint fan in the building. Thank you, boo. She's got those crazy eyes. Yikes. She got something going on. It's just all I see is that gargoyle. It's a gargoyle alert. That's crazy. That's wild. Maurice Manhattan up in here. Thank you, boo. He said, not only do I not feel inferior to anyone, I noticed that non-blacks are oftentimes intimidated by my presence and expanded vocabulary. Not bragging, just saying. By the way, I think you missed my first super chat. Sorry, boo. Let me see. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. This one? Thank you, honey. He said, Michonne, I learned a long time ago that if you have some common sense and self-esteem, you're going to be a pariah to most black people, including some in your own family. Definitely in your own family. Definitely in your own family. That's why I don't go to the Thursday night call once a month, because it's going to turn political and they're not going to hear what I got to say, because they so blindly aligned to Democrats for some reason. Oh, because Trump is racist. Which, okay, so this time it's Trump is racist. What's this going to be next time? Because Trump is racist. It's wild to watch. But since enough black people clearly think that they are second to white people themselves believe that, then I kind of guess I can understand it. That is not I. That is not I. And when I'm up there in the office and at work, they gonna know it. They, just like you, they gonna be more worried about me than I'm worrying about them. Trust me when I tell you. Now, I know other people be like, you don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. Like I said, they better keep it behind the fucking scenes, because as soon as they bring it out, they can think what they want. I don't give a fuck. As soon as they bring it out, I know how to sue. I know where HR is, and I know what I'm doing, and I know what's right, and I know what's wrong. I'm not scared of none of those motherfuckers. Not an air one. In no job that I've ever worked in. Even when I thought that somebody had a bias against me. Fuck them. Say something. I wish you would. I wish the fuck you would. I know my business, though. So there's a difference there. But I digress. I'm not invited to the cookout. Oh, I know. That's okay. I can afford to have my own cookout, so I'm not worried about it. And you know where I'm about to have it? I already told you I'm going to the Bahamas. I'm going to be going to the Bahamas. Some of y'all really do need to leave the neighborhoods that you were born in. You really need to get out. You really need to get out. There's a whole fucking world out there that ain't got shit to do with white people. These Democrats got y'all so focused on fucking white people. The Indians and the Asians are moving on up and over both blacks and whites. Doing the damn thing, making hand over fist and looking at y'all like you dummies. They said, that's all right, we'll do it. But anyway, let's suss through this shit. Oh, look, Dr. Boyce Watkins says, I thought slavery ended a long time ago. Why are we walking around acting like we should be owned by a political party? Exactly. Shout out to you. When you going? Because I'll be, well, you said November. My next cruise starts October 31st, and then it goes into November. It looks like I might not be taking my granddaughter either. That's the cruise I'm supposed to be taking my granddaughter on. Oh, I guess I should be showing my granddaughter a downtrodden life, even though I can show her better and hopefully that she will do better in life. But by the logic of a lot of you trolls, I should treat her or make sure that she goes and lives in a ghetto, and that she has a hard time in her life, and that she lives around violence so she can learn how to be black. That's what I should teach her, so that she knows that she's black. Nah, I'll go ahead and I'll take her on a cruise, and I will treat her. Maybe not this time, but I definitely will. and take her on vacation and take her to Florida and stuff like that. Because I want to make sure that she has a good life and knows that there's no limit to what the fuck it is that she can do. And she's not inferior to anyone, nobody. And to hear this shit from women, especially black women, y'all always up here as a black woman, as a black woman, as a black woman. And now y'all sitting up here, whoever that girl was, sitting up here talking about you feel like you're a second class to a white person. Wild. Wild. But you know who they don't think they second to, y'all? Remember this, black men. Shout out to the black men that are here and pass it on to a friend. You take this and take this conversation to a few people so that they know and they can see, okay? These same women will tell y'all that you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be shit, you ain't never seen shit, and treat y'all like shit, and then feeling second to white people, but make sure that they are over top of y'all's asses. They don't tell y'all that they feel second to y'all, now do they? They don't tell y'all that they're willing to listen to anything that y'all got to say, that they want to come together with y'all, that you could work together. It's always you gotta. But then turn around talking about, I feel second class to white people. The fuck I would. You leaving out of Miami. I want to leave on a different Virgin voyage. I got credit with them. CIP, we need to plan something. Got credit on Virgin. I need to leave from a different port because I want to see something different. But anyway, shout out to you. Come on, Heifer.
I'm gonna try to put this as nice as possible.
I don't think she know what nice means.
As a black woman, Tamara Young, there is no way I would let this white man in my establishment.
Okay, so she don't have an establishment, so her thought on this doesn't matter. I'm gonna go out on a limb. She don't have an establishment. So don't you love how people who don't have always tell people that do have what they need to do? Ain't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Now, I know the ATL is a special place. I ain't there. I ain't trying to go there. I don't give a damn about what's going on there. But let's just talk about what's happening for a moment. It's not just in the ATL, though. It always be somebody that ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of on the level of this person that's always telling them what to do from down here. Ain't got a business sense, don't have a business mind, don't know what a business is, don't have an LLC, don't know nothing about taxes, don't have a business checking account, business credit card, nothing, but always telling somebody else what the fuck they need to do. You ain't even got a savings account. Go and tell somebody what the fuck they need to do. I love it. I love it. You always show who you are as soon as you open your mouth, right? Never know nothing about business. Always talking about somebody that has something, what they need to do. That's the same difference of saying, blacks, you got to boycott white people. Who the fuck you talking to? So slavery ended with white people, but it began with you blacks thinking you could tell other blacks what to do. That's what they was doing in last election. So that's what they doing now with this election. They just coming with the fervor, and they coming a lot earlier with it. Interesting. They not gonna leave them white jobs that pay that green money.
Especially to get a photo op in a predominantly black space. When this
in a predominantly black space. What is wrong with y'all's mouths? This is disgusting as the last person.
White man has made it very clear that he wants to be just like Trump.
He wants to be just like Trump.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist. Racist.
You want to get a black person riled up? Talk about Donald Trump, child.
But with a southern twang. As a black woman.
Again.
Knowing that we are in a high stake fucking election.
What's the high stakes down there, y'all? Who's in the ATL? Kofa, Lawrence. What the hell is going on down there? What are the stakes, child? What are the stakes? Is the stakes that you put on the grill or what? What is it? What is it?
In Georgia. Knowing that every other state in the South has redistrict.
Is that the gerrymandering? So now they upset because of the gerrymandering, but it was okay when Democrats were gerrymandering, and now it's not okay because of what the Supreme Court said. Always blaming Trump for every GD thing. These Negroes will praise Jamal and Ricky's. No, it won't work. F them. It's the governor's race. Okay, it's gerrymandering. Oh, I didn't know you was in GA, girl. All right. Now we know. We got some Gen Z. We got Kofi. We got Lawrence. And yet again, here we are, y'all, proving yet again this is always about Democrats. You have to think for a second why so many people are so freaking aligned to something that hasn't done a GD thing for them. It's like the DV relationships that so many women are in. Now listen. Jamel says one thing, I say something different. What I say is that the first time somebody does something to you, you leave then. You don't wait 10 years. You don't wait till you have kids. You don't wait till you own shit together. One and done. That's my advice. I know y'all gonna do what you want to do. That's fine. My thought, unlike others, is that if somebody does something to you once, you need to get out then. Ain't no helping, ain't no supporting, ain't no he can change. No. Go. I guess that's racist too, right? Maybe that's the black experience, just to stay and get your ass beat over and over and over again until unfortunately someone deletes you, because someone will tell you to go get a restraining order, which protects you not. All it does is tell people where to start should something happen to you. Why even take it there? Get out then. I don't care how pretty his hair is. I don't care what his bow legs look like. And I don't care how much grade AD he gives you. Leave. Go. That's just me though. So you can't talk to the white candidate. How do y'all ever think, this is a question for the trolls, how do you ever think that anything is ever going to change if you don't try to initiate something, right? Remember when Steve Harvey went and talked to Trump the first time and they got in his ass and he moonwalked his way out of getting canceled? Maybe that's why, I mean, there's white people on both sides, so I don't understand how you hate one and not the other, but I digress. Because you've been brainwashed to think that somebody is more racist than the other. Because I always say, just assume all white people are racist now. What you gonna do? Oh, you just gonna vote? Just say that Joe Biden is amazing. You're just gonna say that Joe Biden is wonderful, the creator of the crime bill that you've been complaining about for years. But anyway, I forgot where I was going because it's so easy to get off track with this because none of it makes any sense.
Remove black leaders out of office.
Who got removed out of office? Who got removed out of office down there, y'all? Atlanteans. Who got removed out of office? Bueller. The victim found deceased at a home owned by Democrat. What? Wait. What is going on? The victim found deceased at a home owned by Democrat Rep. Breonna Presley's husband has been identified as an 18-year-old illegal or Hispanic. What is going on? I feel like maybe I heard a little bit about this. I didn't know it was her. That might be on for tomorrow. I think we need to talk about Gen Z. I need a break from all this, honestly.
It's tried to suppress our black vote.
Where's your vote getting suppressed, y'all? Where your vote getting suppressed? Steve folded like a cheap suit. They tried it with Ice Cube too, but he stood on business. Yeah, but he was browbeaten by them heifers over on Soul TV or whatever the hell it was called. It's breaking news. Okay, of course BCP did a video on it. I have to take a look at that. It's only some whites that y'all need to boycott, y'all. Just some. I'm sure if Joe Biden comes out, they'll be glad to talk to him.
Every which way. You decide to invite a snake into your house and then...
Well, she decided to bring a snake into her house. So now they're saying to take down a black woman's business because she had the audacity to speak to someone that she didn't check with this bitch about or any of the other blacks that, blacks got to cover off with before they go talk to anyone in life.
and take a photo op with him. Has all that money gotten to your head, Tamara? Do you realize who makes your money go round? Because it's not going to be this white man. It's going to be people who look like me.
Wow, that's a problem right there. Because, child, if that's what they look like, you probably should shut down because I'm scared from here. There was a woman found deceased in one of Ayanna Presley's husband's spots. All right, I got to take a look at that, child.
And then for Chef Harper to say a discussion is not a vote. There should be no fucking discussion.
Look at that. A black woman gets to tell even black women what to do. Woo! Woo! I tell you, who knew? I guess we's never gonna be free, child. We's is never gonna be free. You gotta be second class to white people, and you have to listen to black women, child. Because they're gonna take you down if you don't.
I'm sorry. Then he comes back with this bullshit.
The biggest problem, Toast on Linux, what were you thinking? The biggest problem in our community is communication. We're going to keep canceling each other until we don't have nobody else to represent us. We do more harm to ourselves than the opposition. I don't disagree, but, you know, whatever.
Tomorrow, you shouldn't let him post this.
Yeah, tomorrow. This woman with the bull ring through her nose said you shouldn't let, I'm assuming your business partner, your husband, post something on his own business page. How dare you? How dare you?
Biggest problem our community is communication. Let me communicate. It's black or fucking nothing.
It's black or fucking nothing, y'all. It's black or fucking nothing, in case y'all didn't know.
Did you get that communication? We don't have time to fucking waste in Georgia.
You can't waste time in Georgia, y'all. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to Big Tiff. Shout out to Big Tiff. Let me know if she wins. I'll be so happy to hear that.
The South is hanging on by a fucking thread.
The South is hanging on by a thread? What does that mean, y'all? What's going to happen? What's going on in the South? It's going to turn all Republican? Is that what it is?
Y'all are entertaining the white devil.
Entertaining the white devil. So if a white person turned around saying that you're the black devil, would that be racist? I'm just asking questions. I just be trying to learn on what's going on because clearly I'm clueless. And I know some smart ass gonna say something in the comments, which I had a comment to read, but I forgot. And I'm 201. I'm about to be done.
After y'all getting y'all asses handed to y'all, y'all want to post this shit.
Toast on Linux does not endorse Rick Jackson. We did not do a we did not do a campaign, nor are we affiliated with Rick Jackson. Thank you for your support.
If we don't secure Keisha Lance's bottom in the fucking seat in Georgia, the whole South will be red.
Y'all better get to work down there in the ATL.
It won't just be red. It will be Confederate fucking red. What part of black folks need to stick together? Don't you understand?
Oh, what part of black folks need to stick together? Don't you understand? That's really not true. It is do what we say, not stick together. Because imagine if the community stuck together when it came to marriage, relationships, family. Where do you think we would be if there was all this fervor for Democrats and all this fervor for men and black women and securing and keeping their relationships? Imagine what it would be if as much energy as this one and the last one did to tell y'all what they not gonna do and what you better do. What if they put that energy into marriage and relationships? I wonder where we would be. What do y'all think, Sassy Straits? They don't even put half of this energy into relationships. Not even a quarter of this much energy. But they fight like this for Democrats, liberals,
this is amazing,
and progressives. Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing to see. This is an eye-opening stream for me today, y'all. We'll sit around and tell you, gentlemen, that you ain't shit. You ain't about shit. You ain't never gonna be shit, and you ain't never gonna see shit. Ain't no 50-50. You can't do shit for me. Y'all ain't no good for nothing. We not doing this. We not doing that. Real quick, they fight more for politics Democrats than for you and the community and relationships that we need, which we saw earlier, which we already knew. Aaron Magruder, Bill Cosby, and the other black man have been saying since back in the 80s and 90s. I love watermelon. I love watermelon. Wow. Ooh, that face is scary. Close their mouth.
Everybody's looking at Georgia. Get in
I was not looking at Georgia.
fucking line.
Oh, wow. I wonder how that goes across. That's just as good as when Obama said that you black men better get in line for cam. You got weed to get. You better get in fucking line. This is the same difference as when the black Cindy Brady came back and talked about you better use Kamala for the replacement for Joe Biden because the black women run 92% run the Democratic Party. And if you don't do what we say, then we're not going to vote for you. So you better do it. You better do it. You better do it. That's what she said. We listened to it. Mark Cooper. I wonder if black people know how negotiations work, you know, because I have to think that this is not an episode of Raising Canaan. Shout out to those that watch it, where Breeze and Canaan gonna come through and kick your ass if you don't do what they say. Like, this is voting. Anybody can say anything, and once that curtain closed, I just be so confused. You know, once that curtain closes, people can vote for whoever they want. You're never gonna know unless they happen to tell you, of which they're not required to. And why women, specifically black women, since you want to keep saying as a black woman, think that you control other black people and that this tactic works. Does this tactic work for anyone? Anybody? Bueller? Would this work for you? And you'll be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and vote for Keisha Lance Bottom because she came across so wonderfully. And I love when people talk to me like this. And this is who I want to represent me for the future. Campaign manager, stuff like that. Maybe it works. It works for somebody. I have had enough. It's
a message for every black restaurant, every black business in Georgia, especially Atlanta. Stop entertaining these white motherfuckers. They don't like you.
Everybody, there's always they don't like you. Y'all so worried about people liking you. Why are y'all so worried about people liking you? You don't even take this much for the liking for the men of your community, mind you, since it's all about black when it comes to politics. When it comes to relationships, it ain't all about black. Ain't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? It's something, child. It's definitely something.
They don't support you. They just want your fucking vote so they can ruin our lives.
Oh, so they don't want your vote. So she's doing all this, y'all. And it's not because she wants your vote. Well, what you doing this for, girl? Oh, your vote is more important than their vote. So she's going to say all they want is your vote. Well, what do y'all think she wants? That's why she keep mentioning Keisha Bottoms. Interesting. She talking like Ben Crump was talking earlier. Some people don't hear it. All they want is your fucking vote. So, gentlemen, once you go and you vote for Keisha Bottoms, do you think that you're going to get anywhere with regard to women thereafter? You think anything is going to change, Bueller? Or it's still going to be, you ain't shit, you ain't ever going to be shit, you ain't seen shit, and I ain't got shit for you. You sassy straights. Well, you know, keep an eye out on Lennox on the toast, or toasted on linen, whatever it's called. Lennox, toast on Lennox. Let me know how it goes, because whilst enough blacks think that they're second to white people and they feel inferior to white people, you know, have black people, black women, mind you, that are going to take down a black woman's business because they're not doing what they think that she should do. You got to talk to who they tell you you can talk to. You got to be with the people that they tell you to be with. Just like they think some of us who might not have been downtrodden in life, they don't like that and they think we should go move to Baltimore. Child, if y'all want to move to Baltimore, move me with you. I'm going with you. I don't think my husband's going to go, so it's just me and you, all right? Because he's not going for that foolishness. He ain't worked this hard all his life in order to be dealing with foolishness. I can tell you that without even asking him. But anyway, I've had enough of this. Had enough of these gargoyle-ish looking people. People don't make no damn sense. People that always think they got something to say to somebody else and can barely run their own damn lives. I'm done for the evening. Let me check the GoFundMe real quick. All right, it went up by another $1,000. They're at 88% still. Just want to make sure that y'all know. It's been a long day, y'all. It's been a long day. Some interesting things we have leared today. Shout out to Fit Granny for the support for Linux on Ice or whatever it's called. Good for you. There needs to be normal people that come and combat that, because the threatening is amazing while people talking about slavery and what white people do. And can't even have a conversation with the person that you have issue with. I know you don't want to talk to white people, fine. You can't even talk to your sister. You just got to come out and just threaten, child. Shout out to Reaper. I appreciate you. He said, all I see is a booger. Hit the like button. Gargoyle. Gargoyle alert. You already know. Y'all hit the like button. Love you back, Robert. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Hype the daggone video. I am tired. Make sure y'all comment. I don't even know if I can do a show in the morning. We shall see. But if I do, it's definitely going to be about Generation Z, child. That's going to bring me joy at this point. That's going to bring me joy at this point. All right, y'all. I see you all in the next.
And now another anti-ruckus rant brought to you by the community. Viewer and audio discretion is highly advised.
The community wants to take the word and hold up hoes, whores, OF people, people who put out STD-named lip gloss, people who have slept with anybody and everybody at any time, people who talk about the AB clinic like they going to McDonald's, people who just say whatever comes to their mind, people who make songs about scamming, people who like people to pee on them, people who like to hang out with people that could be ABCD, but because they have enough money, it's okay. And then say that that's woman empowerment. So to be a whore is woman empowerment, and that's who runs the community. Y'all stand up for whores, and everybody's just supposed to go along with it. People like Tigger go along with it. Eddie Winslow, whatever his name is, allegedly goes along with it. And people are talking about white people are the problem. Colors, white people are not the problem. I don't care. Say what you want. White people is not the problem with the community. It's the fact that black people listen to famous people with yellow hair, pink hair, blue hair, nose rings, eye rings, tongue rings, lip rings, cheek rings, throat rings, boob rings. That's the problem. Liberals, progressives, and Democrats. That's the problem. Unfortunately, it always comes back to political, because none of these people have subscribed would be a conservative person, even though black people are supposed to be conservative. And I still would like someone to answer the question. I know it's not a video that people are liking. That's okay. It's still there to watch. Which ancestor would come back today and say, thank you all for continuing my legacy? Which one? Name them. Which one? Name them. Will come back today and say, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you for continuing all my hard work. You're doing spades, child. Y'all are doing spades. So glad that I risked my life so that you all could become fucking whores. Whores don't run my fucking life. They do not run me or my community. And I don't hang out with motherfuckers that don't make any sense. Y'all can have that shit. Y'all can listen to caricature all the fuck you want to. Fuck that nigga. You can listen to that funky tether over there that's telling you to your face that Democrats ain't done shit for you, and then turn around and say, keep voting for them. And then you want to turn around and act like white people are your problem when you got all these niggas in your face lying to you, and you still believe them. And then you'll make some fucked up excuse because you fucked up and say, but black people do it too. But black people do it too. And yet black bitches always looking at white people for what the fuck it is that they do, and then turn around and talk about racism. Make it make sense. I still ain't seen to where, child, what is her name? Blonde hair. Child, the ESPN ex-person, child. You know what I'm talking about.
In the state of Pennsylvania, politics can be very messy, pun intended. Today we embark on a new journey, not Jersey. That helps the state clean up its act. No more candidates that won't speak for people, talk shit, rant, and like by the community. We need a beacon of hope to transform us into a new beginning, fixing corruption and whoredom that bleeds through our cities. A candidate that is
a funky ass.
A candidate that is reliable, trustworthy, loves the kids, and ain't a hoe. A candidate that really wants to fix this shit. That candidate is Messy Miss Shawn for Pennsylvania State Senator 2030.